I'm from a small town in Alabama, right outside of Mobile, called Axis. So I grew up with in a small town area. I had one older brother, and he's 11 years older than me. So it's just me and him. We went to school. I went to a private Christian school for a long time, and then my dad actually got hurt. And so my mom kind of pulled me out and homeschooled me for a while. And then we went back to school. I went back to public school. And I started swimming in my homeschool years, and then I went and continued to swim. And that's what I'm doing now. Well, I had a lot of different options of colleges, and I was really hoping and praying for the right college. And I had some things that I wanted. I wanted a family atmosphere because I knew I was going to be going far away from home. So I wanted a family atmosphere, and I prayed, and when I got here, I just felt so at home, so just incredibly loved by the team and the coaches, and I still feel that today. Definitely the team and the family atmosphere that we have, but also the professors here. I definitely feel like a person here and not a number. I've had professors that I only had one time, and they still know me, and they'll still joke with me and still have nicknames for me. And I really like that because I really feel at home even though I'm 11 hours away. It was scary because we were told we were only going to be gone for 2 weeks and we'd come back. And then the day after we left, we were told that we had to come back and get all of our stuff. And I didn't get to say bye to my coach. I didn't get to say bye to my teammates. I didn't get to say goodbye to my roommate. And I was just up and gone. And I took a teammate with me who couldn't go home. And he lived with me all summer because we were hoping he could go home in April, but he couldn't. And then it went to May and then June. And then next thing you know, he was here the whole summer. And so it really changed, and I really seen sports, and not only sports, but the world stop. And everything was shut down, and we were all just kind of like, what's going on? And it was kind of scary, honestly. But I'm kind of glad that we are kind of getting back to, or I guess, normal. But hopefully we can get there soon. It's very different. Different because we have to wear masks, and I honestly don't like it, but it's weird because then we could talk to people, we could go hang out, my friends could come in my dorm room and do homework, or I could go to theirs, and now you can't do that. Just you and your roommate in the dorm, and the team can't be close, which is really hard because we're in that family atmosphere, and so it's really hard. And so we can't hug each other, we can't high-five each other, we can't even be 6 feet from each other, we have to stay away. And that's really hard, especially being on a campus this large and being here for 3 years like I have. You've made connections with people, and now it's totally different. You have to stay away, which is super hard. My teammates, when I was recruiting, as soon as I got here, I spent the night. And so I was with them, and I got to stay in the dorm with them, so I really got to connect on that level. But also when we came to practice, they were all willing to help me, and they took me to breakfast, which for a person they just met a few hours ago, they're like, let's go to breakfast, let's get in my car and let's go. And I trusted them, and it's just gone from there. I've made a lot of friends and a lot of really close connections on the team. I mean, my roommate last year was on the team, and she is my absolute best friend. And so you really meet your people in college. And Coach just has that loving atmosphere. No matter what I've done or whatever, I can come to Coach and say, hey, Coach, I need help. And she'll say, okay, let's figure it out. I've cried to her, I've laughed with her, and she's always open, and she never tells anyone my secrets or anything. She helps me fix it, and that's what I really love. I tell them to stay focused in everything you do and make sure that you are picking the right place that God's called you to be, because that's important. Because when it's where you're supposed to be, you'll find your true friends and a family that you'll never forget, and you'll also find your career and the path that you want to go.